Let's talk about Disney's Snow White, the new live-action adaptation starring Rachel Zegler, Andrew Burnap, and Gal Gadot from Walt Disney Pictures. As always, this review will be spoiler-free, but if you prefer to see the film in its entirety before hearing any commentary about it, please feel free to close this video out, drop a like before you do, then come on back once you've seen the movie. So for those of you watching who may not have seen the marketing out in theaters and on television, Disney's Snow White is a live-action adaptation specifically of the 1937 animated classic that helped make Walt Disney and Walt Disney Pictures a household name in terms of animated features. Director Marc Webb and the production design around this new production have taken great pains to bring to life some of the more signature places and visuals from the 1937 film. In particular, the cottage where the seven dwarves live, the magical forest that Snow White escapes into when she's running away from the evil queen's jealousy. Those iconic locations, the places that have been inspirations for rides and locations at the theme parks, they're here. And they're done extremely well. That should make longtime fans of the film and the material happy. Another strength of this film is the casting of Rachel Zegler in the lead. It is her on-screen charisma and the way that she brings to life this particular version of Snow White. Okay, and that's important because I don't know how long it's been since any of you watching has seen the 1937 film, but there wasn't a whole lot to Snow White's character back then. Okay, it was a very simple sort of characterization, and this film goes a long way towards giving her different motivations and a slightly different backstory, just so that we can root her on as she tries to forge her own destiny. She's not just, waiting for her prince as she is in the animated film. She has a lot more to do. And Rachel Zegler's performance helps us believe that, helps us invest emotionally in that journey. Now, who is the counterpoint to that journey? Of course, it is the evil queen, brought to life by Gal Gadot. Okay? And I have to say that it doesn't look like Gal Gadot is entirely comfortable with this material. I give her a tremendous amount of credit for the work she's obviously put in to bringing this to life. Okay, she's doing things that are outside of her comfort zone, in particular, a musical number for the evil queen. Okay, and actually, that's probably one of the high points in terms of conceptually that musical number. It lets the evil queen have a little bit of fun. Now, Gal Gadot, she does okay, but it's not great. And in the grand scheme of the film, it's going to be seen as a weakness. Some other issues I need to point out, there are some pacing problems. At an hour and 49 minutes, which this movie feels a little long. Now, that's not much longer than the animated film. That results in some characters getting shorted. And okay, yeah, I'm going to leave the pun in there, okay? The seven dwarves, they get some nice moments, but they kind of are a little diminished from where they were in the animated film. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, I just said it, so you can tell I'm not crazy about it. Ultimately, my takeaway is I enjoyed this film, okay? It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, okay? But it does have some problems. So this one may run into some backlash in terms of the changes that it made. I insist that the changes were necessary in order to retool this story for modern viewers, but they don't all work nearly as well. They're not executed as well as they could have been. Snow White is rated PG for some cartoon violence and some disturbing images. It is in theaters on March 21st. You can find more Film Buff Unplugged reviews and videos on Substack. Just head to fbunplugged.substack.com and subscribe for free. That way you won't miss a single post. We also have a channel on YouTube. Head to youtube.com/@FilmBuffUnplugged, all one word. Please give us a like on Facebook, and if you're on TikTok, you can find my review videos and more by searching for @FelixAlbuerne Jr., all one word. Thanks for watching.